Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to some more Black Ops 2. It's not really Black Ops 2, it's Black Ops 2. I doubt very much that Black Ops 2 is even a video game. It's probably a film or something. You should probably ask your mum, she'll probably know. But yeah, I don't really know what I'm talking about, and welcome back to some more Black Ops 2. Today I've got a pretty nice gameplay. I think it's like a 51, 52, 53 gun streak. As I always say, feel free to count the unstoppable medals if you're inclined to do so. I'll be using AN94, and then I pick up someone's like FAL, and then I use the LSAT in the second half of the gameplay. So yeah, it's pretty nice gameplay, but today I wanted to talk about the latest patch for this game we all love so very much. So yeah, they've patched 3 guns. They didn't really do too much in the patch in terms of multiplayer, except nerf 3 guns. Those 3 guns are the Ballista, the DSR, and the AN94. So as a whole, like if you're a red gunner, you won't really notice too many changes to the game. But if you're using a sniper rifle, then your world is pretty much over. I'm just kidding. They haven't fucked up the sniper rifles like that bad, but they have definitely changed them quite a lot. For instance, now with the DSR, you can't get a quad feed with just singles. Which is kind of bad if you're like a montage maker, if you're like really into your sniping and stuff. Then yeah, that's pretty bad. So yeah, basically what they've done in order to nerf the sniper rifles, they've slowed down the animations in between shots. So for instance, the Ballista and the DSR, they're both bolt action. So what that means is now when you like cock back the bolt, I think that's what it's called, like cocking back the bolt. When you pull back the bolt, it takes a really long time now to do that, and that happens between every single shot, and that's basically what a bolt action sniper rifle does. So yeah, that takes a long time now. I'm not sure that was the right move, to be honest, because like I don't know, basically all that's going to do is like enable like red gunners, like if you're a really shit sniper, and I think this is probably a good thing in some ways. So like if you're a red gunner, there's like a really shit sniper like hiding in a bush or something, and he takes a shot at you and he misses. Now there's like an increased chance that you might be able to like turn on him before he can get another shot off. But as a whole, I mean, if he's camping at the back of the map or something like that, I don't think it's going to make too much difference. But I mean, I don't know. As I said, I'm not really sure it was the right thing to do. I personally would have added like more idle sway or something, because I find the biggest problem in this game, in terms of snipers, is like people who camp at the back of the map with like any sniper rifle, but especially like not the DSR, the XPR and the SVU. I find that like because those 2 weapons have like really low recoil, a lot of people just like sit like, for instance, on top of the little catwalk on Yemen. A lot of people will just sit there at like the beginning of the game and they'll just spam the fuck out of you with like an SVU or something, and there's not really a lot you can do to counter that. I mean, if they were like sitting up there with a DSR, and they missed their first shot, it's going to take them a little bit more time to like get the second shot off, which I guess may be helpful. But I mean, in terms of like the SVU or the XPR, that's not going to make any difference really, because they're just going to be able to fire away straight away. So I think they should have just added like idle sway or something like that. I don't really find quickscopers to be too much of a problem, because I generally play in a way which means that I'm normally moving around. I don't leave myself like in stupid places a lot of the time. And yeah, I chuck C4 and stuff. I don't really find like quickscopers to be too much of a problem, which is, I don't know, I think it's going to be more counterproductive, because I think people are now just going to use the XPR and the SVU a lot more now, which is kind of annoying, but you know, it is what it is. But let's get round to talking about the AN94. So previously, in other Call of Duties, the AN94 was pretty much known as the AK-47. In this Call of Duty, it is still pretty much the AK-47, but like a more modern version, I want to say. It's like an entirely fictional gun as far as I'm aware. So basically it's like an AK-47, and in previous Call of Duties the AK-47's always been like extremely powerful, but it always used to have like a ton of recoil. The only thing is, like in this game it's extremely powerful, but it doesn't really have very much recoil at all. Like it just sort of, I don't know, it doesn't have the same sort of traditional recoil that the AK-47 used to have in previous games. And as a whole, basically what they did to to actually nerf it, is they actually reduced the damage. So if you're using it unsuppressed, I don't think you're really going to notice too much difference. If you're using it suppressed, I think you might notice a little bit more a little bit weaker. It might take like 5 or 6 more shots at a long range to kill someone, which I think is probably a good thing. Generally, the people who use like suppressed AN-94s with like a stock or something like that, I find that to be like a excuse me again. I find that to be like a really cheap class. For instance, like if someone's using Ghost to suppressed AN-94, they're pretty much giving themselves like the best chance they've got against other players. So like they're staying off the minimap entirely. They're using a really powerful gun, and they're sort of able to like outstrafe a lot of the players who are using like SMGs and stuff. So yeah, I think that might be like a positive. It also means that people will start using different weapons a little bit more if it's really bad, if it's really noticeable. You might see more people using like the Scar H or like the M27 for instance, which I think will be a good thing because they pretty much nerf guns in order to make other people use different weapons, which sort of keeps the game fresh. It makes it slightly less repetitive. So yeah, we'll have to see what the repercussions of that are, but I don't know, as a whole I don't think the weapon's going to change too much. Unsuppressed, I don't think you'll really notice too much difference. But yeah, you'll just have to wait and see. I hope you guys have enjoyed the commentary, hope you guys have enjoyed the video, and yeah, I'll see you for the next one. Peace out.